YouTube? How you doing? Welcome to Ocho React YouTube channel. Oh boy. This Young Thug situation is getting out of hand, man. And then me personally, I'm very shocked. I'm surprised, man. I'm literally surprised that Young Thug literally put himself in this type of situation. Because the only thing Young Thug had to do when he get out of jail is just to make good music. If you would have made good music, people would have never even come on this type of situation or this subject. The reason why people came up with it is because you was antagonizing Gunna. You was antagonizing Gunna. You didn't know how to chill. When you don't know how to chill, you feel me? You're going to get your karma. That's just the only thing that just happened to you, Thug. Now, the only thing that can save you right now, you got to put out good music, man. You got to put out good music. That's the only thing that's going to save you right now. Because at the end of the day, you still got a couple supporters. You still got a good fan base. So you good. Put out good music. Put out better music than Gunna. Then show the world that even though you're a rat, you still got a talent. Hold on, youngsters. I'm putting my other devices in charge. But rather than that, you don't got it, bro. Your career about to go downhill if you don't got no good music, bro. And I feel sorry for you, but I'm not a fan, but you make good music, bro. That's the only thing I got to say about you, bro. And what I got to say about you, boy, I don't want to say no negative things about you, Thug. But how you move, Thug, bro, that's totally uncalled for and wrong, Thug. I'm going to be honest, my brother. That's wrong, bro. But let's get into the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Woo. Let's get the 500, man. Let's get the 500 subscribers. Let's get it.
What's poppin', y'all? Oh man, they got that man out of Atlanta going crazy, and that is none other than Rallo Famgoon, the head of Pakistan. And we're not talking about the country.
Hey, shout out to Rallo, man. Even though you got some like telling allegations on you, but I don't know the situation. But at the end of the day, Rallo, even though you didn't tell on your family or your friends or whoever the situation is, you're not supposed to say nothing at all. That's the situation. When you're against the rapper, you let your money talk for you, and then you let the lawyer do his homework, do his work. That's why you paying him for it, Rallo. That's the only situation that you in. We know that you didn't tell on your friends. We know that, Rallo. We know that. You don't got to keep on saying it. Come on, man.
We're talking about the nation state or the city state within Atlanta. But he gets on a call, and he's a guy that's had a relationship previously with Young Thug and really been involved in Atlanta, both in the streets and trying to do music for quite a while. And he called into Academics, and he's been going back and forth. I did a video on it previously with all the details. He's been going back and forth with Young Thug.
One thing about Rallo gonna speak his mind. Rallo gonna let you know how it is. Rallo don't care. Rallo mouth running 1,000 miles per hour. Like, Rallo ain't never gonna stop talking, boy. That's one thing about Rallo. Shout out to Rallo, man. Shout out to you, man.
Because Young Thug tried to ostracize him from the streets or whatever after these allegations came out on his paperwork, which he, like I said, that's out of my pay grade, that level of, oh, did he tell or did he not? Because they said he said he lied to the feds, and people are saying, like, no, he didn't lie, and he actually told on a real crime. So we're not going to get into that, but he does go in on Young Thug. So I'm going to play you guys this clip first, and then we're going to get into it, because there are some important details that made me look at Young Thug a little bit different after this.
I'm just giving you emphasis from beginning to the end. All he ever did was do lame shit. The whole mother shit is about this nigga doing lame shit. Then he turned on.
Told you? You see what I told you? First thing first, Rallo gonna let you have it, man. Rallo, bruh. Rallo's a stand-up man. Rallo is a very much stand-up man, bruh.
Rich Homie Quan tried to turn the whole world against Rich Homie Quan, and then at the same time, man, Delph, he told us out his own mouth that this was one of the darkest times of his life. Then he turned around and took the whole motherfucking world against Wildfire and Lucci. Whole world. Everybody go against Lucci. Everybody go against, what's that name? Yeah, he tried to turn everybody against Lucci. Now, all these three things is 100%. Everybody can go back and look at this. This ain't from Rallo. Then he turned around, he was beefing with Future, calling my phone. Fuck Future, calling Future. Like, going back and forth on the motherfucking net. Boom. Then he turned around, he see Gunna surpassing everything in the industry. Now he called to the street, turn everybody in the world against Gunna and say, oh, whatever Wham said go against. He turned Wham against Gunna. He turned everybody against her. Then Lil Baby, we go to the motherfucking dentist. I'm getting my teeth did. Then Lil Baby walking me home. He happy to see me. He old thug bitch. He pull another evil stunt. Oh, let me call it. All this did everything that not happened in Atlanta. Everybody going against each other. Why? Cause his bitch had been doing nothing but whole around the wall. He thought he was Pablo Escobar. He sitting there like he John.
I'll be honest with you, Rollo ain't lying. Everything Rollo saying on his mouth right now is true, bro. Young Thug been causing so much beef, bro. Like, he been doing so much, like, what females do, bro. Like, I just can't explain it, man. Like, Young Thug, you just gotta chill, bro.
Son, nigga, you a street. You ain't did nothing in these streets. You ain't put in no work. Wooda put in all the work. Like, none of it, you ain't do nothing on your case. So what I'm saying is, all this doing is a bitch, bro.
Hey, let me ask you a question. I feel like you're kind of summing up a lot of stuff here, but you said that he's turning people against each other. Like, let's say Lil Baby. Lil Baby got his own mind. He's his own boss, I would imagine, right? How could Thug turn him against you or him against?
First of all, if you did that, why in the is you so against all rats, nigga? You talk Kid Cudi, you going super rat crazy. Yeah, you don't win them up. Okay, let's just say, Thug, you did make a mistake until you. Why the you saying goddamn Gunna made a mistake? So basically saying you can make a mistake and do some line, but Gunna can't make a mistake and do some line. Oh, just like you said, it ain't about you telling, it's about who told. Like, come on, man, like this ain't cool. Like what he doing is 100% wrong. So what I'm saying, like, yeah, if your girl with you or your with you and you tell her that, hey, Shawty snitched on me and I ain't got now snitch allegation on me, you gonna be like, that nigga ain't right. So I'm gonna cut him out. So Wham and everybody in the city turn their back on everybody. For what? For some dick. But yet, you throwing rocks behind your hand because you don't want to hear him did 10 times worse than every nigga out here.
So here, one good point that he makes is he's like, yo, this guy's turning everybody against everyone else. Now, if we think about it, just circling back, I was like, hold on. Young Thug has been beefing for quite a while. Like, he was cool with Rich Homie Quan, and then they split up, and people made it seem like, and I thought this too, that it was Rich Homie Quan that tried to distance himself and was calling like Young Thug zesty or whatever. Like, he didn't want to be associated with that gay image that Young Thug had. And after they split up, Rich Homie Quan was bigger. He was bigger. He had that song Flex, Ooh Ooh Ooh. That song was a hit. And Young Thug was unable to catch a hit. He was selling like 16K first week back in 2015. Like project after project, he was selling like 16K, 13K, 11K. Like, it was not hitting. Now the tapes were good. He still had like the music and he still had that cult-like fan base. But when it came to like commercial success, Rich Homie Quan was far more successful for at least a year after they were together. So everybody thought it was like a Rich Homie Quan situation. He wanted to distance himself, but we would come to find out that it was a situation of Rich Homie Quan's loyalty to this guy Donovan P. Nutt.
Hey man, RIP to Rich Homie Quan, man. Like, I'm so sorry, man, that Thug made everybody turn against you, man. RIP to Rich Homie, man. Hey, I'm a big Rich Homie fan, bro. Still listen to his music until today.
Who helped bring him into the game, and that guy had beef with YSL. And he never spoke on this. Rich Homie Quan never spoke on this. He never publicly dissed Young Thug. He never dissed him on the track. Nothing like that. And he never even really mentioned this situation. So he took everything on the chin, eventually passing away, sadly, getting blackballed for many years because of Young Thug. So that's what happened between Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug. Then you've got Young Thug hating on Lil Wayne. Even in that interrogation video, he tells them, like, yo, I wanted to be just like Lil Wayne. I knew every Lil Wayne bar. I wanted to be Lil Wayne himself. And you can hear that, especially in the I Came From Nothing mixtapes. You can really hear the Lil Wayne influence.
I just realized, bro, Young Thug really want to be like Lil Wayne, bro. He turned Birdman, like, super against Lil Wayne. Birdman, they had their little problems, but it could have get solved. But I think Thug got into Birdman's hand and made Birdman do some things that he didn't really want to do. That's just my personal opinion. And you naming your album after the next person's album, that's really tells me you really want to be like the next person, man. Like, it's so crazy. I never thought Young Thug was this evil, bro. Like, I never thought, like, Let's get into the video, man. Remember, we don't say nothing negative.
On Young Thug, but he gets into it with, he gets into it with Lil Wayne via Birdman, and then he gets Lil Wayne's tour bus shot up by Pee Wee Roscoe. And that's not me telling. I just made an honest mistake. In case Young Thug says I was telling, I just made an honest mistake. So there was that. Then there's the beef with YFN Lucci, but their crews were kind of already beefing. Then you've got Gunna more recently, but in that time span, you've got people like The Game. Young Thug went at The Game. Young Thug had a little back and forth with Metro Boomin, as well as what's his name, The Future, because I think that when he said slow down, dropping all that BS music. It was talking about music releases. And he got into the back and forth with Metro Boomin. He gets into the back and forth with Future. They start dissing each other. And then eventually they patch it up behind the scenes and they get back cool. Young Thug also made some comments on T.I. He also got into it with Travis Scott, but that was more behind the scenes. And I'm willing to say that Young Thug was a lot more justified in that realm. So this is like beef after beef after beef that Young Thug is getting into. And I'm like, yo, this guy must just be a hater who cannot accept if he's not only the center of attention, which is something that Ye also deals with, but he wants people to behave in a manner that serves him. So he's like, yo, I think he got into a little back and forth with Sauce Walka too. So this is a ton of rappers that don't really got anything to do with Young Thug or haven't done him wrong. Then we get into the Gunna situation, of course. I'm not going to say Young Thug's not justified in that.
All you had to do is chill, Thug. All you had to do is chill. Look what you cause upon yourself. All you had to do is just vibe. Come on.
He's justified in feeling whatever way he wants to feel about Gunna, but then trying to blackball him. And this is the thing. People will say like, yo, Academic says like, how could he blackball Lil Baby? I'm going to play you guys that clip. That's the second clip from Rollo.
Yeah, so you're the only person from Atlanta. I mean, I guess Mondo has said something, but you're the only person from Atlanta that has really kind of said something.
Cause these bitch ass scared. These scared. I don't answer the name. I get my own money. I do my own thing. I ain't got name industry politics. I don't give a about streams. I don't give a about selling the album. I don't give a about none of that. So like these be scared. These trying to say fake. What you want to do? And what I said it. And I said it in the face. And I spit in that face and Roscoe face. And he know about it.
Okay.
It ain't no I pull and get what? That's why I don't pull up on half all these.
Yo, Rollo talking that crazy talk, man. Rollo talking that crazy talk, man.
So,
And I ain't got talking tough. They know I pull up.
So how could he blackball Lil Baby? Well, Lil Baby and Gunna are clearly very grateful that Young Thug put them in position to succeed. He really helped these guys. That OOK song really, it set forth some motion that we've never really seen before in Atlanta. Like 3 stars come on the same song. Well, 2 that would become stars and they would continue to have massive success. So Lil Baby's clearly got some loyalty to Young Thug, and then he stops messing with Gunna because Young Thug tells him to. The same way that Lil Baby brings out YFN Lucci, who was shooting back and forth with Young Thug because YFN Lucci didn't tell. Like, these plays are set up by Thug. And Rob, I do think he's a valuable source for this because he was in the streets. It's objective. We've seen what he's done. And he doesn't need the music industry politics. Like, for instance, 21 Savage, there were a bunch of posts going out saying he unfollowed Young Thug, as in like, oh, nah, he was telling. That's not the case. So if you guys remember, he was never following Young Thug, and then he starts following him because all of these pages were saying that he wasn't following him or he unfollowed him, which is crazy because they do rock with Young Thug. And this is the problem, man, is it's the picking and choosing. That's the biggest problem. It will always be the problem, and it always...
Let me tell you something. He's right. Too many picking and choosing, man. That it would have been somebody else. They would have been bashing the person. You don't hear nobody on the internet talking crazy to Young Thug, bro. That's how you know, even though Young Thug is like, basically, they calling him a rat, allegedly, nobody ain't gonna come on the internet and talk crazy to him, bro, because he still got that type of, like, respect, to be honest with you. The only people they call rats and stuff like that, if they don't respect you, they're gonna call you a rat all day. But if you're a rat, you got respect, they're gonna think twice. And that's a fact.
has been the problem. Because when the Gunna situation first happened, I believe they did an interview. It was 21 Savage, Meezy, his manager, and Academics. And they did an interview on Off the Record, and Academics asked him, he's like, yo, this guy telling, what are y'all going to do? And they pretty much said, oh, no, we got to sit back and wait to see what Thug says. But that's not what they said, but that's what I heard. That's what came through my ears. They didn't want to make any judgments. They didn't want to say they don't mess with Thug. They didn't want to say they don't mess with Gunna, etc. Well, come to find out, Thug pretty much tells everybody stop messing with Gunna. Those guys stop messing with Gunna. But they're still messing with Thug. So it's not about telling or not. Like you can see 21 Savage is still messing with Young Thug. And what Young Thug said is significantly worse than anything that Gunna said.
Now I want to see, since Thug snitching, Gunna snitching, who's going to make music with who? Who going to make music with who? This is what I want to see, man. Who's going to collaborate with who, bruh? If you see this person collaborating with this person, it got to be favoritism, bruh. It got to be favoritism. And if you see Young Thug come back out and then they still making music with him and stuff, you could just tell they scared. They scared. If they start making music back with Gunna, they forgave him. And then they not making music with Thug no more. That is my personal opinion.
Yeah, you no matter what way you want to cut it. But it's because Young Thug's got a lot of respect within the industry of Atlanta and the music too. And I think, am I tripping, or did Young Thug have a little spat with T.I. too? Like there's some hate in this guy's heart. And it's crazy that he's got Atlanta running like this, because isn't he not even allowed in Atlanta unless he's doing some like school drive or fair or something like that? Like Turkey Drive, is that what it is? Because Rollo, he doesn't need to succeed in the music industry. So he's been adjacent to the music industry for a long time. He knows everybody involved, but he doesn't need continued success, which all of these other people, let's say a 21 Savage, for instance, I'm just throwing him in there because he got brought up. But all these other people that are silent right now and avoided working with Gunna, including Lil Baby, who's also silent right now, not that they need Thug, but they need the allies that Thug has. Think about it like Lil Durk and Chicago, or Lil Durk and drill music. Like if you were GD, you were kind of blocked out of the music industry. We had people like, what was his name? Damn, he made the song Twirlana, 22Gs, right? You had FBG Duck. All of these other, and a couple of others that were talented rappers. It's not that they didn't succeed because they weren't good. It's because they got a hold of the industry, GD's first, and a hold of the industry means the producers, the rappers that they work with. They are not going to work with the ops of somebody that's really successful. In this case, Lil Durk. So they're like, yeah, we mess with your music, but we can't mess with you because you've got beef with this gang, or like your ops with Durk. And that's the situation that I see with Young Thug in Atlanta. It's not because a Young Thug feature is doing anything for anybody. Like we saw him on that song with Lil Baby that went nowhere fast. And we see Gunna without features going crazy. So it's still like great music is going to win if you're able to drop consistent great music like Gunna has been. But other than that, that's why I think, because some people will say like, really, Young Thug got power like that? I think it's the producers and the rappers that are loyal to Young Thug that are more of a risk to like kind of step away from him. And Offset, he did do his own thing and made a song with Gunna, but I don't know how other people feel about that. And I don't think Offset needs that because he's so beyond that yeah. And even Weezy, I think he stopped working with Gunna because of this situation. I don't know about Turbo though.
Thank you so much, man, for being in this video for this long. We growing as a family. Just thank you. Just bear with me, and we achieving things that we never thought we could achieve, man. We grown over 300 and I believe 360 subscribers in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we grown over 360 subscribers, man. It's called steps by steps by steps, man. Thank you. I gotta go.